Well, hello there. I think Rich has done that opening a few times. Thank you for stopping by. I've been mixing up my lather here. I'm using a badger hair brush, so I had to soak it during the shower. I'll show you the brush in a minute, but this is probably super loud, huh? This dinging on the copper bowl. That's right. I won't be but a minute. It's been a while. Well, I went and looked and just quickly to see how long it's been since I posted a video, and it's a month ago. So I don't know if that seems kind of vague, but it's been a while. Like I mentioned, probably almost 6 months ago or something, because there's not much going on, and you know, the COVID funk seems to be dragging and dragging, but I don't know what we'll talk about today. I did get a new razor, a dangerous razor. So I'd hate to take away any opportunity for you to see bloodshed. Got a shavette. You can see the shimmer of the deathly sharp razor blade there. This just takes I'm not going to take it all apart, but this lifts up and kind of the front and the back separate, and you can stick a DE blade in there. I'm still calling this an open blade shave. I've been wanting one of these. KJ Spider on the Cadre loaned me a bunch of, I called them shavettes. I think that irks them because that's a car. So these are shavettes. Anyway, blades or razors where you'd stick in a full DE or a half DE or something like that. And I've had luck with them, which I think is not the norm. If you just came out of the woods and haven't watched any of my videos, quickly, my brief history is the Feather SS, which takes Artist Club blades, is what I use almost exclusively for my open blade shaves. I mark them as straight shaves. Barber Dave will argue it's not a straight razor, so they don't count, which granted, because I can't shave with a straight razor. I've tried multiple times, and I don't know. I just get chatter and everything with the actual straight razor. I don't get that with the SS. And I know that my whiskers are pretty tough, and I've seen like Fluffy on the Cadre, it's from the sound of his whiskers when he shaves. And sometimes YouTubers with really tough whiskers, you can see them shaving, and you can see that. It doesn't look smooth, it doesn't look comfortable. I don't know, they don't complain. Anyway, I never was able to get into using the actual straight razor. So my quote straight shaves are that. Excuse me. But people, I think, in general, all right, there you go. I saved you from another ear-splitting sneeze. I think we're done. That's right. So this is a cheapie I found on Amazon. I don't know what made me look for it, but ever since I tried all those that KJ sent me, I want one that looks cool. I figure pretty much as long as it holds the blade, it doesn't, one's not going to work better than another. I just wanted one that looks cool. So this is wood looking stuff and actual metal and black. And anybody knows I love the black razors. So I got it, and I'm just realizing right now that this little thing that holds it all together just kind of loose. It doesn't. Some of the ones KJ sent me had like a little nub in where it kind of snaps and holds. This does not. So that'll make it a little sporty possibly. Anyway, before I lose this lather, I'll get started here. Anyway, I'm saying I don't know that because it's just, you're shaving with whatever blade you put in there. See? No problem. I was saying that historically, from what I've read, other people's comments, I'm being a little gentle because while giving myself a gash might up viewership, but it's not what I desire. This is super smooth. So I should say I've got a Wizamet blade in here. First use. I pretty much have switched to Wizamet from Feather. In fact, I keep saying I don't have any Feather blades, and I think I should order some, but I got a bunch of Wizamet, so I don't need to. There's no reason to go back and forth. But a lot of folks have trouble with the shavettes. They get bloody and dinged up, and it's actually have been a really good shaver for me. And this is actually very enjoyable. So there is no no safety guard or anything on the blade, so I will call these open blade shaves, which will go under straight shaves, and Barber Dave can totally discount it. That's all right. No, I get it, I agree, but it's what I can do. So what else? Not a ton else. The last actual video that I posted was about Scotch, Lafroig in particular, and I'm still, oh, hold on, let me rinse off. Here, let me get the, lather myself up and I'll show you the brush. This is a Wolf Whiskers brush. Wolf Whiskers, the dude is awesome to deal with. Every brush is pretty much custom made. You get to pick shapes and colors and knot and not loft and great communication. Anyway, I've shown this on one other video when I got it, I think, but that's what we're using. Wolf Whiskers brush. What is it? Yeah. So I don't remember what I was saying. I know we were talking about hobbies and still deep into Scotch. Whiskeys in general, but Scotch has been my favorite, but it's kind of aggravating. I've been trying bourbons and ryes and stuff like that. Rye, there's some ryes I like, or bourbons, they need to be kind of rye heavy, I think. But it's just, I don't know. It's just like wines. I'm into Napa Reds, which are some of the most expensive, just in general category, the most expensive ones you can look for, besides, like, yeah, I'm not talking the really high-end French stuff, but it's high-end Napa. Anyway, same thing with whiskey. If you enjoy bourbon, that's awesome, because it's so much more available, so much more variety in the stores in the United States. Cheaper, for sure. I've been trying it off and on. There are some that I like the taste of. In general, I still just like Scotch flavors better. I do like the peat, that's for sure. I like the peat. But anyway, so that's what I've been focusing on. For the most part, just 1 dram a night, exploring, slowly getting some contact. So I've got ways to, from time to time, get samples of stuff so that I can try stuff that's hard to find or more expensive and all that, since we can't go to the bars and try it out. But yeah, it's going the same way as all my other hobbies. Starting to look for stuff that you have to buy from the UK and things, just to get a little bit more tasty variants. And I haven't been buying a lot of shaving stuff, man. It's I kind of have reached a, I don't know, equilibrium, or I don't know what you want to call it. Again, if you've been watching, you've seen the comings and, I was gonna say comings and going, but it's comings and comings and comings of new soaps, razors. I want to concentrate here. I want a nice BBS. afraid I've been a little bit too protective of the, what's Rich call it? What the heck does he call it? There's something plating of your face. What is a Star Trek reference? Man, I can't remember. Hull plate. Damage to your hull plate when you cut yourself. I've been a little too careful. I want to make sure we end up nice and smooth. Anyway, yeah, it's funny. I got more space to store things right now, but it just got to the point where I'm like, okay, I think that's enough. I'm just quick count, maybe 20 brushes. I still see stuff that's pretty, stuff that I can get made by people I know. I'd much rather have that than chasing other things. Soaps. Yep, I keep seeing scents. I want to try all the new scents, but you know, I see all my soaps out on display, and I'm just like, gotta thin the herd. Scents, EDPs and such like that. That's where I'm still not. I have plenty, but I guess I haven't reached a saturation point there yet. I would like some for every season, and summer is the tough one for me because I tend lean towards the man, this is smooth. I mean the shade, but also my beautiful face. The shade towards the baking, spices, foods, so that when it's a nice warm summer day and I'm like, I need a bold citrus, which is tough to find. Citrus does not linger. I have very few choices. And I need more choices, that's it. I guess that's it with the shaving soaps and stuff. Even though there's all sorts of ones that come out that I want to try, I want to smell. But I have enough choice. I have way more than enough choice. But for whatever day, I've got the dark scents, I've got mints, and I didn't even show you what I'm using today. Here's a pretty specific scent. Toasted Almonds by Siliski Soaps. Nice dude I've interacted with briefly once or twice. Got an issue and he fixed it right up, and totally support him. The little alum. All right, so I got no blood, no weepers. I feel a little tingling there. That's not bad. Rinse out my brush here. So anyway, I was saying I think that the soaps, it's just, while I want to try everything, I can't deny that for almost any mood, any time of year, there's more than enough choice, and that's okay. It gets crazy. If I had my druthers, I don't even know what a druther, that's like choice, right? But what is a druther? Can you have one druther? If I had a druther, because what are my druthers? If I had my druthers, I would say I'm going to look that up, but by the time I leave this room, I will have forgotten that I want to look that up. Why, can it only be plural? Anyway, something to ponder on this Sunday. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. If I had my druthers, all of them, if I had all the druthers, what I would want is every soap to be produced in a sterling sample size. Because that's plenty if you really like it. I don't know how many shades I can get out of one of those. I think 15 would be can we say 10 to 20? How's that range? You could probably get 10 to 20 shades out of 10 easily. 20, anyway. You can get lots of shades out of it. As long as you can keep buying it. Got to rinse off that one. There we go. As long as you can keep buying it, because some stuff just has to stay in the den. Christmas Eve, you always have to have that in the den. Use the heck up out of that. November, December. Ghost Town Barber, always got to have that. Got to have some Udis. Anyway. But, especially if you can get them at like $4 or $5 a pop, then you don't feel as bad. Like I want to use it 3 times, and okay, I've used that. No, here's a new scent, and let me try that. And I'd rather just have, 300 little tiny sample pucks than. But that's more than if you get the little jar and just get a couple shaves out of that. So I think that's a good medium. Oh, look at this. Thayer's Lemon. You see how pretty this one is? Nice and new. And yeah, I bought, just opened this a couple weeks ago. Ran out, and I had gotten this off-brand. Not going to talk about it. Well, I'm still hoping Thayer's will sponsor me. Anyway, this was dirt cheap at one of those kind of clothing where they sell all the leftovers and stuff. And there's a Humphreys that I know is popular with you cadre guys. And I don't remember, something Olea or whatever, and it's hard to get, and the original's in the glass bottles, not the plastic one. I know there's a whole thing around that. This one's citrus. I tried it for a little while when I used up a Thayer's bottle. Did not like it. It probably works the same. The citrus was just so off and stuff. I couldn't with that. We've talked about Nivea. I got my little Aquanaut in there. I don't know if you can, can you see him? He's kind of hiding. There you go. Good dude. So UA Cowboy, Kyle on the cadre made that. Barber Dave got one, and he sent me one because I need to try to get this one, use this up. Look, got my little Screaming Dolphin still in there. But we switched to the Aquanaut. That's pretty cool, huh? Sorry, Rich, no kapow, because maybe we'll work up to it. But this new formulation, it works just as good, works the same, but it's a kapow. That just doesn't have the same impact. Anyway, there you go. If you missed my rambling, you're welcome. Here we are again. I do want to continue my historical travel shaves. I've only done one. It was meant to be a series, but I actually have to go and figure out which dates we were on what vacation and then go look up the shaves for that. And yes, it wouldn't take too long, but one, I'm very forgetful to do that when it would be convenient on a computer, and then I'm lazy. So I hope to have more of those. Anyway, that's about it. Let's see what I did this. I've been using talc more. The two, I've got 3 in here, but the 2 I use is this Parasso. This is mint and what the heck is it? Go look at my entries on the cadre. I put what it is. Rosemary mint. But it's not intensely scented. See that huge. Look how big this thing is. But you buy this empty, and then you get it in a bag and put it in there. And then this Yardley Equa. This is huge too. Look how big that is. This is kind of my more manly cologne scented. Neither one lasts that long though. Yeah, Barber Dave got me into this. And it's just depends on the flow of the shave if I can use it. Because you got to do Thayer's, you got to do 2 in 1. If I'm doing an after shave matching the soap, then no talc, because then you put that on KJ style with like 3 layers, and then it's time to get going. If I'm using a other scent, which I am today, let's pick the scent, shall we? It's nice and bright and sunny. And see, this is where it gets weird, because I used toasted almond, which I would probably pick this one. This is, what is it? Marc Antoine B6. I don't know who he is. He's some designer. Anyway, I found this at a perfumery in San Francisco a while ago. But it's kind of baking spices, that kind of thing. I'd usually pick something a little brighter for a nice sunny day, but and that's what I was saying. It's weird that this scent is completely gone, obviously, at this point. So trying to match the two makes no difference, but I guess it's just the mood. Anyway, I was saying on a day where I do the 2-in-1, and then I'm doing other things, like I'm giving you the pleasure of not watching me brush my teeth. Normally I do that after the 2-in-1, and sometimes that's been long enough. This is dry enough. So let's go ahead and hit it up with some Paurasso. Again, I've got the one brush that I use for this stuff. Whoop. We'll stick some on there. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I've probably not even seen it go on there. There we go. Then tappity tap tap, and then upright to begin, so it doesn't spill all over yourself. There we go. Barbara Day would be proud. So that's that. Then we'll do the whole, got a routine for this. Now we do both sides. Try to turn so you're not hitting the knuckle area where you just shaved. You gotta do the back. You gotta do here, you do here. Oh yeah. And then, Dave tells me don't do this, but I rub the wrists to get a little bit on this side, and then, I apply heavy. I want to smell it. Maybe that's too the COVID thing, is that I sit in my office usually by myself most of the day. So I'm not too concerned about getting to work and being next to somebody in a meeting. The rare cases that we're in a meeting, you're like wearing masks and 6 feet apart, and I'm adding to their day if they can smell my stuff. Anyway, there we go. You saw the complete thing. Hope you enjoy. Have a good Sunday. Catch you on the forum.